Welcome to Drunk Bible Study. This show's mission is to read every single word of the greatest story ever told. A warning to our listeners, the hosts of this show are sinners, but they're doing their best. There will be drinking and there may be some swears. They did say they'd try to keep it clean, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
I'm Emily, and this is Drunk Bible Study, where my good friends Jason Dedeker teach me, a born and raised atheist, all about the Bible. So for those of you who don't know, we dance at the beginning of this show, and not well, I might add, not well at all.
But it is a dance from the heart.
That's true.
And of the spirit. No one can deny that.
I think I was a washing machine today or something.
Yeah, it was sort of like a variation on the Cabbage Patch, but where your hands are kind of flat in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's good.
Exactly. There was something going on there very, very strangely, but yes. Well, it's exciting because we have, three more episodes?
Of the Minor Prophets?
5?
Including
of the
this
Minor
one.
Prophets?
Including this one, 5.
Okay, 5. But it feels like we're really reaching the home stretch here.
Well, it's the third to the last of the Minor Prophets.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go.
So that's exciting.
There it is.
Yeah. So I was looking up Haggai, which I did learn is also how you say it.
Haggai.
As Americans, we say
hold on.
Haggai.
Hey, guy. Just slow your roll, because now I have encountered about 6 different theories about how it's supposed to be pronounced. So, yes.
6 different theories? Okay.
You think it's a hog's eye, Haggai. In America, it's Haggai. Is it a hags, or is it a hag guy? Or is it a high guy?
High guy?
Or is it a hug guy?
Haggy.
Right?
Yeah. Haggai.
Oh, yeah. Sam in the chat is saying maybe it's a Haggai. Haggai?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. It is Pride Month. Haggai.
Haggai.
So, yeah, Jace, tell us all about this person. Haggy Waggy.
Right. So Haggy Waggy, also known as Haggai or Haggai. Those are the two most official pronunciations I could find, is Haggai or Haggai. Anyway, here's the exciting thing. So Haggai and Zechariah, who's next, and then not Micah, but Malachi.
The other mineral sounding name. Yeah.
So these 3 prophets are in the post-exilic period. So meaning like the whole Babylon taking over is done.
Okay, we are exiled.
And now we're in the part where we're coming back and rebuilding.
Oh.
So we're doing a little bit of a time jump here, which is exciting.
Ooh.
So these 3 prophets are all going to be later. So Zechariah, who we'll read next, and Haggai are contemporaries of each other.
Okay.
And then we're going to time jump another 100 years in the future to then that's Malachi, and then that's it.
Oh, wow.
We're just getting closer and closer to Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Emily is waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, I've heard about this guy forever. I want to meet
Seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
So Haggai is super short. It's only 2 chapters.
Yeah.
So we're going to blow through it all in the first half, and then we're going to read 2 long psalms in the second half. So that'll be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But so the other thing I learned is that Haggai now, because we're kind of coming back, it's less about you're going to be destroyed. And instead it's, hey, this is what we should be doing to make sure we don't have bad things like famine and stuff happen instead of all of us getting conquered and enslaved.
Oh, nice.
So it's a little more hopeful maybe?
Yeah, would you argue maybe a little more inspirational perhaps?
That's what I'm hoping. And I learned that a lot of it's about instructions for building the second temple.
Oh,
of course.
That's
and so
good.
I wanted to use the Bob the Builder theme song, but of course that's copyrighted. So I ended up going a slightly different direction with the theme song for this one.
Okay, all right, that's fun. We have to think about casting.
Yeah,
yes.
And I just find it really funny that this is the prophet that God gave to this guy, was how to build a temple.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, I mean, that's very similar to what he gave to, what's his name?
Which one? Anyone?
Oh, who was that? That walked around with
I don't know.
C-3PO and got all the instructions for the
C-3PO
temple.
guy.
It wasn't Jeremiah. That wasn't... Well, it doesn't really matter, but yes, I remember C-3PO walking around instructions for the temple. But my point is we need to think about who's inspirational enough. And I conveniently, towards the top of our casting list is Oprah.
Oh, that is interesting. I mean, I feel... You know what? I don't quite know the tone of Haggai, though.
Maybe we
So
should...
We might have to wait for the first chapter and then make a decision.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, I'm going to still bring in Oprah for a read.
Sure,
We'll see how she does. I think it's
Are
appropriate.
you sure that we would bring in Oprah? We wouldn't just like give her an offer? Come on.
I'm assuming that Oprah's already a producer on this or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
That's true. Oh, yeah. It's on the O Network for sure.
Yeah, we've been working with her for about a decade now to get this thing launched.
Right,
But
exactly. Yeah. Amazing.
there are some conspiracy theories that maybe Oprah actually is Yahweh, like in reality, secretly behind the scenes. But I think it's appropriate, like a little bit instructional, a little bit inspirational, and very, very short, just good enough for daytime TV. And
There you go.
bada bing, bada boom, there you go.
Right.
Okay,
Well.
so we'll think about Oprah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about Oprah. The other option, just
Yeah.
to throw out there, just as a totally different direction that we could take, is just because of a similarity in name, if we cast the actor who is Hagrid from Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
So, Robbie Coltrane?
Robbie Coltrane, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Robbie Coltrane, could cast him. I think he could also be a fun, different direction to go, depending on the
Okay.
tone of Haggai.
So our two options are Oprah or Robbie Coltrane. That's
Yes.
who we're bringing into the room
Very,
to read.
very
Yeah.
different, but
What
cool.
a fun waiting room that will be.
I love it. I think they'd have a
Yeah.
great time hanging out.
So you're here for Haggai too?
Yeah.
Clearly, these producers don't know what they want at all. Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. What are you two drinking?
Oh, well, I will say, I normally am too intimidated by mixed cocktails to really be too adventurous, but I thought that I would experiment today. So specifically, a couple of weeks ago at the grocery store, we found these bitters that are Douglas fir flavored bitters.
That's really cool. Interesting.
It says on the bottle, the taste of the forest will make you strong.
Okay.
And when I read that, I was like, well, I have to buy it now.
Do you agree with that now?
Oh, I feel very strong.
Oh, good.
I feel
Yeah.
like I made out with a lumberjack all night long.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. Neat.
And also like worked out with him or something.
Yes, yeah. We pumped together.
Made out and then worked out.
And then had a good post-pumps make out.
Wow.
Yeah, on the back of the bottle, they're also very open about, they're just like, we just like put a tree in it. You're welcome. So I got some hibiscus liqueur, and then I mixed in some of our little butterfly pea gin,
Yum.
and then put in some of these bitters. And so I called this a hibiscus butterfly forest.
Oh, that's beautiful, Dedeker.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
How is it?
Well, I was telling Jace earlier, it tastes like I am walking in a forest, but like somehow there's a really delicious fruit growing from a pine tree, and I bite into that fruit, and then a butterfly lands on my shoulder. That's how it tastes.
That's beautiful. Wow. Very Walt Whitman of you or
Oh, yes.
something.
That's great. That's great.
Okay.
So I'm going kind of old school classic cocktail with mine, and that is a Sazerac.
Oh, what's in a Sazerac?
Or sort of an adaptation of a Sazerac. So this particular Sazerac is a sugar cube with some Angostura bitters on it, and then a tiny little rinse of absinthe, and then some rye whiskey and a little bit of like a brandy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So just like all booze all the time, basically.
All booze all the time,
Mhm.
but it has that kind of little bit of a licoricey, anise flavor from the absinthe.
Nice.
It's fun. It's one of my favorite cocktails, actually, and I finally have the ingredients to make it, so I've been making them a lot.
It sounds excellent. Yeah. I'll have to try that when I'm in town next week. So excited.
Yeah.
So it's a new month. It's June. So this month, because it's Pride, I'm doing a rainbow of cocktails.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
the first one is red. And this is, I've done this before, but it's great. My beautiful raspberry martini, just muddled raspberries, lemon, and then, let's see, I did vodka for this one, and then also agave, and that's it. and it's really easy and tasty.
Wait, but how are you gonna cram Roy G. Biv into
I'm
just
not.
4 weeks?
I figure that orange and yellow are similar enough to red that I'm just going to move on to the others. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Or Biv. Yeah, basically I'll do that. Reviv. Yeah. But I was thinking about doing some absinthe because is it green? I need to find some sort of like greenish color.
Yeah.
You can make like a grasshopper.
Yeah.
You can make a vegan
something
grasshopper.
Like a Midori or something like that.
Yeah, that'd probably be the way to go.
Yeah, I'll figure it out, but that sounds tasty. So,
yeah.
Yay. Alrighty. Shall we?
Yeah.
It is time. Yes, it is time. So, we're going to start
Bob
this
the Builder.
hopefully fun, uplifting book of Haggai, which is going to be a very short, fun little trip. As we get started, we want to remind everyone to read responsibly and drink responsibly.
You can drink along with us or you can listen while you're in the car.
But please do not do both at the same time.
And with that, Haggai, chapter 1. Can we Bible? Yes, we can.
That was adorable. I liked that very much.
All right. Haggai chapter 1. In the 2nd year of Darius the king, in the 6th month, in the 1st day of the month, the word of Yahweh came by Haggai, the prophet, to Zerubbabel, Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua, the son of Jehozadak, the high priest.
Those are some great names.
Yeah, this is quite a cast of characters already. So it's the word of Yahweh coming through Haggai to, this is like Yahweh's written on the letter, like from Yahweh to Zerubbabel, who's the governor of Judah, and to Joshua, who's the high priest. Got it.
Yes.
Another Joshua.
Yep.
My goodness.
This is what Yahweh of hosts says. These people say, the time hasn't yet come, the time for Yahweh's house to be built. Then the word of Yahweh came by Haggai the prophet, saying, is it a time for you yourselves to dwell in your paneled houses while this house lies waste? Oh, we are starting off with a bang. Okay, so it seems like some folks are saying, we don't got to rebuild Yahweh's house. The time's not right, you know?
Yeah.
It's not the season.
Is that just because they're over Yahweh at this point, or what exactly?
Well, if this is post-exilic, I guess that would mean that they're like, hey, we're trying to rebuild our own houses and get our shit together, man. But Haggai's not having it. He's like, how dare you live in your wood-paneled 70s houses while Yahweh's house is a piece of crap. Now, therefore, this is what Yahweh of hosts says. Consider your ways. You have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you don't have enough. You drink, but you aren't filled with drink. You clothe yourselves, but no one is warm. And he who earns wages to put them into a bag with holes in it.
What? Wow.
I love the idea that he kind of
Swiss cheese bag.
He had a thought of what he was going for, but just didn't think it through before he started. He's like, you're like someone who makes money and puts it in a bag that has holes in it. Because it's bad.
I mean, I've definitely had periods of my youth where it felt like that's how it was going with all the money that I made.
Yeah, that's true.
What does Eugene have to say about this?
Oh, boy. Let's see. He says, take a good, hard look at your life. Think it over. It's good advice just generally, I think. You've spent a lot of money, but you haven't much to show for it. You keep filling your plates, but you never get filled up. You keep drinking and drinking and drinking, but you're always thirsty. He went a different direction than I thought he would there. You put on layer after clothes, but you can't get warm. Kind of the same sort of vibe there.
All right.
So nothing's working for anyone. Okay.
This is what Yahweh of hosts says. Consider your ways. Go up to the mountain, bring wood, and build the house. I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, says Yahweh.
Do it.
Yeah, okay. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to stop what you're doing and build me a house. And I'm going to like it. That's what's happening here.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Okay, take pleasure in it, glorified. Great. You looked for much, and behold, it came to little. And when you brought it home, I blew it away. Why? says Yahweh of hosts.
He's the big bad wolf.
Yes.
He's blowing it away.
Because of my house that lies waste while each of you is busy with his own house. Therefore, for your sake, the heavens withhold the dew and the earth withholds its fruit. I called for a drought on the land, on the mountains, on the grain, on the new wine, on the oil, on that which the ground brings forth, on men, on cattle, and on all the labor of the hands.
Like what? Labor that is done with the hands?
Everything you could possibly make.
Okay.
Whittling some little wooden toys.
Yeah.
Yahweh hates it. It's not going to work. You're going to poke yourself.
Yeah, a drought of everything. A drought of creativity, a drought of crops, a drought of...
Yeah, everyone's going through some really intense writer's block.
Definitely.
Been there.
Then Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel,
Wow.
and
Who wrote these names?
and Joshua, the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, with all the remnant of the people, obeyed the voice of Yahweh, their God,
Wow.
and the word of Haggai, the prophet,
Oh, good.
as Yahweh, their God, had sent him. Sorry, there were commas between every two words in that sentence.
People obeyed the voice of Yahweh, their God.
And the people feared Yahweh. This is why this is a short book, is because they actually
Everyone's like,
listen.
yeah, totally.
Same thing with the book of Jonah. There's no resistance. There's no
Right.
drama. Just done and done.
It's nice.
Then Haggai, Yahweh's messenger, spoke in Yahweh's message to the people, saying, I am with you, says Yahweh. Yahweh stirred up the spirit of Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and the spirit of Joshua, the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, and the spirit of the remnant of the people. And they came and worked on the house of Yahweh of hosts, their God, in the 24th day of the month, in the 6th month, in the 2nd year of Darius the king. So wow, they actually listened.
So they just did it. I love that.
That truly amazing.
So see,
Like Haggai's work is just like so easy, just like cut out for him.
Yeah, I would show this one to kids. Be like, look, he'll be happy if you do what we say.
right?
Okay, here's my argument though. If it's Oprah, this makes sense.
Yeah.
No one's going to say no to Oprah.
And she's like, you get a temple and you get a temple. And
Yeah.
actually just
Ooh.
Yahweh does, but sure, here it is.
Uh-huh.
But you'll be
Okay.
happier or something? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah,
I like that.
I'm leaning toward Oprah here. I mean, she's obviously going to be an executive producer on all this, but I think
Yeah.
this will be kind of her one feature part, right?
There
Okay,
you go.
so we have to say goodbye to Robbie Coltrane. He gave a very good read.
Yeah.
We really appreciate that he showed
He
up.
can probably do something else.
Oh, yeah.
Something
Well,
fun in the
yeah.
future.
Yeah.
We'll keep his headshot for sure, but Oprah's going to be cast in the role of Haggai. So
I mean, do we need to like cast this Joshua the Second and Zerubbabel and all of them, or nah?
if they display any personality,
Yeah.
perhaps, but I have a feeling between now and the like 30 seconds it's going to take to finish this book.
That's true.
I don't think so.
Part of me also wonders if these are just going to be kind of like monologue type episodes where they have some sort of like fun, I don't know, pictures up, like montage-y scenes.
Oh,
of
yeah,
people.
montage of everyone coming together and like building
Yeah,
a temple. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That'll be
Oprah's
fun.
there handing out some bottled water.
Yeah,
I
for
love
sure.
that.
Great.
That's great.
All right, that's it. Oh, I guess we should move on to chapter 2.
Do
Mhm.
it. Yeah.
And this is it. This is the last chapter of Haggai, everyone. Here we go. In the 7th month, in the 21st day of the month, the word of Yahweh came by Haggai the prophet, saying, Speak now to Zerubbabel, the son of
Emily, I said all these names.
Shealtiel. It's just really, there's a lot of things together, a lot of freaking nouns together. Governor of Judah, and to Joshua, the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, and to the remnant of the people, saying, Who is left among you who saw the house in its former glory? How do you see it now? Isn't it in your eye as nothing? Yet now to be strong, Zerubbabel, says Yahweh.
Okay. Hold on.
Yes.
So I got to
Oh.
hit you with some Eugene here.
Oh, please, yes.
So the message here says, High priest Joshua, son of Jehozadak, and all the people, or wait, he said that to, whatever. Haggai said, oh, I see. Haggai's saying this to Joshua and the governor and all the people. And he said, Is there anyone here who saw the temple the way it used to be, all glorious?
Anyone still alive?
And what do you see
Anyone.
now? Not much, right?
Oh,
Jeez, Oprah.
not much, right? This is looking real bad. Do you remember my golden boy? Anyone remember that story? And the not the calves, what are they? Were they bulls?
Yeah, the
With their
golden
butt?
bulls.
The bulls,
and,
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the golden bulls with their butts touching each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't got any of that right now.
Mhm.
Be strong, Joshua, son of Jehozadak, the high priest. Be strong, all you people of the land, says Yahweh, and work, for I am with you, says Yahweh of hosts. This is the word that I covenanted with you when you came out of Egypt. Yeah, I know that's a weird word.
You know what's great?
Covenanted.
I just
What?
looked, and Eugene also used the word covenanted.
Oh.
He's like,
Oh.
I don't know, man. I guess that's a word. Cool.
It is now. This is the word that I covenanted with you when you came out of Egypt, and my spirit lived among you. Don't be afraid. Oh, don't be afraid. For this is what Yahweh of hosts says. Yet once, it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens, the earth, the sea, and the dry land.
And the dry lands. Yeah, this is from the Messiah.
It is?
Yes.
Everything is from the Messiah. How did Handel put like the entire Bible into the Messiah, Jace?
He didn't put the entire Bible,
didn't.
just the parts that he liked.
He was like a highlight. It was like a sizzle reel of his
Yes.
favorite parts of the Bible. He just
Schubert?
crammed into one
No, wait.
25-minute song.
Who did the Messiah, Jace? Was it Schubert? No.
Handel.
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 George-
Sorry, of
George
course. Handel.
Friedrich
Messiah.
Handel. Yes.
Handel's Messiah. Yes, that's funny. Wait, but is he just talking about earthquakes?
No, I like to think that he's thinking of like a shakedown.
Like an etch a
You know,
sketch?
he's going to come in and
Mm.
yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fun. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I will shake all the nations. The precious things of all nations will come, and I will fill this house with glory, says Yahweh of hosts. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, says Yahweh of hosts.
Oh yeah, he's like, that has been far too long
Yes.
since I had a house covered in gold.
Why does he care, really? Like, he has everything. He's just like, give me the gold. That's funny.
Amazing.
The latter glory of this house will be greater than the former, says Yahweh of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, says Yahweh of hosts. In this 24th day of the 9th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, the word of Yahweh came by Haggai the prophet, saying, Thus says Yahweh of hosts, ask now the priests concerning the law, saying, if someone carries holy meat in the fold of his garment,
Sorry.
ew.
Sorry, I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a different type of holy meat, but I'm just, I'm not going to say which kind.
Okay, I just cannot wait to see where this question is going.
All right.
It's like a riddle.
It is.
Let's hear it.
So here we go. Yeah, is this another object lesson? Holy meat. If someone carries holy meat in the fold of his garment, and with his fold touches bread, stew, wine, oil, or any food, will it become holy?
What?
What?
Is this a riddle? Is this a riddle?
Okay, hold on. So
Okay.
it's you take holy meat, whatever that is.
Yeah,
we'll just
sacred meat.
assume it's like it says
Mhm.
on the tin, holy meat.
Yep.
You wrap it in a fold of your garment,
Yeah.
like your sleeve, the hem of your skirt, and you touch it to what? To stew or bread or other
or
meat.
wine or,
Or wine.
oil or any food. Will it
And the
become
question is, will it
holy?
become holy?
That yeah.
Mhm.
Are there holy meat juices that have?
Ew. Ew.
Wait, here, let me read you Eugene's version
yeah,
of
please,
this. He
please
says,
do.
Oh God.
if someone carries a piece of sacred meat in his pocket,
Okay.
meat that is it's so gross,
Oh, God.
meat that is set apart for sacrifice on the altar, and the pocket touches a loaf of bread, a dish of stew, a bottle of wine or oil, or any other food, will these foods be made holy by such contact?
Okay.
But if it's in your
I
pocket,
don't-
though, that feels like it's more complicated to get it to touch these things. Like you really got to bump your hip
Yeah.
all up against this like bottle of wine.
Mhm. But I think it's
bumping.
but it's in the pocket, and it's the pocket that touches, not the meat itself.
I think that's the point. I don't, can I move on because they're giving
Okay,
us an
yeah,
answer
yeah,
immediately.
Okay.
The priests answered no. Then Haggai
I think the priests are like, no, what the hell are you talking about?
exactly. They're like, nah.
What is wrong with you?
Then Haggai said, if one who is unclean by reason of a dead body, touch any of these, will it be unclean? The priests answered, yes. No, it will be unclean. So yes.
Okay, so he's
Why
trying
are
to
we
make.
talking about this, by the way?
Is he trying to clarify or point out the fact that for some reason there's a transitive property to uncleanness where if you are unclean and you touch another thing, it's also going to become unclean. But if you touch a holy thing and you touch something else, it's not going to become holy.
Right.
I guess. Like the only thing that is holy is just the thing God.
Yes. No transitive property.
I guess not.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Holiness is not contagious, but uncleanness is.
So contagious.
And for some reason, putting holy meat in your pocket does not make it unclean.
Why would you do that? Why is it in the pocket? Like, don't do that. That's gross. Pocket meat.
I mean, if you got to save it for later, for you never know if you're going to have a sacrifice come up unexpectedly.
I don't know. I would never put meat in my pocket. I would never touch it anyways, except for giving it to my cats. But yes. All right.
But would you pull it out of your pocket?
No. Look. All right. Then Haggai answered, so is this people and so is this nation before me, says Yahweh.
Wait, which part? Are they the pocket meat or are they the dead body?
I think that he means it's unclean.
I think they're unclean.
So,
yeah,
of course, because we can't have nice things. So is this people and so is this nation before me, says Yahweh, and so is every work of their hands. Okay, then why are we even doing this? Then that which they offer there is unclean. Now, please consider from this day and backward, before a stone was laid on a stone in the temple of Yahweh. Okay.
This day and backward. Okay, so we're thinking way back. Rewind.
I guess.
Well, yeah, how far back are we going? How far back did he say? Go back to when?
This day and backward before a stone was laid on a stone in the temple of Yahweh. Are they just talking about like this temple?
That's what I would assume.
We're talking about backward to before you were starting to work on this temple.
Yeah, before this temple was even a glimmer in your eye.
Yeah.
Right. So we've just jumped. So the first chapter, they started building it. Now we've jumped probably a few months later.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, this isn't cool enough though. So he's like, think back to when you started this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Through all that time, when one came to a heap of 20 measures, there were only 10. When one came to the wine vat to draw out 50, there were only 20. I struck you with blight, mildew, and hail in all the work of your hands, yet you didn't turn to me, says Yahweh. Consider, please, from this day and backward, from the 24th day of the 9th month, since the day that the foundation of Yahweh's temple was laid, consider it. We're thinking about it, Yahweh. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll think long and hard.
Yeah.
Is the seed yet in the barn? Yes, the vine, the fig tree, the pomegranate, and the olive tree haven't brought forth. I feel like he's just beat poetrying now or something.
No, I think I get it.
Yes?
He's like, hey, think back. Remember before you started building this temple and you had all that drought and everything sucked? And everything was, writer's block.
Don't forget.
All that.
Do that.
What then he's saying, but now think back to remember, like once you did start building it, and then you did have grains, and your crops got better. Like, look, like I'm helping you out now that you're building my temple.
Got it.
Like,
okay, thank you.
I think that's the deal.
Okay, nice. From this day will I bless you. The word of Yahweh came the second time to Haggai, and the 24th day of the month, saying, "Speak to Zerubbabel, governor of Judah, saying, I will shake the heavens and the earth. I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms. I will destroy the strength of kingdoms of the nations. I will overthrow the chariots and those who ride in them. The horses and their riders will come down, everyone by the sword of his brother." That got violent quickly. In that day, says Yahweh of hosts, I will take you, Zerubbabel, my servant, and the son of Shealtiel, says Yahweh, and will make you as a signet, for I have chosen you, says Yahweh of hosts. Okay, that's it.
That's it. That's the end of that book.
Wow.
I mean, it was fun and tidy.
It gave us holy pocket meat.
That is the gift that keeps on giving.
It's always something. Yeah. It's always something. Yeah.
What a weird little book.
It was a weird
I think
book.
Appropriate for Oprah to show up and deliver a weird riddle and hand out bottles of water and build a temple, and then we're done.
Yeah, we are. And also talk about how we're going to overthrow some chariots and and writers.
And the people who write them.
Yeah.
Please don't forget that
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Oh, no, of course. Yeah. Everything
I'm
involved.
going to tip these over while people are in them. It's going to be great.
Boy.
Really fun. It's cow tipping, but on steroids.
Gosh, okay, all right.
That was okay. I have to say that was kind of a refreshing book because I do feel that leading up to this, it's been a lot of doom and gloom, a lot of I'm going to destroy you or I'm going to destroy the friends next door. And at least this was very clear in scope, focusing on the temple. It's going to be okay. Rebuild your house.
Yeah.
Here's some riddles about holy meat,
Mhm.
and then we're done.
Oh,
I love it.
I like too that it was in a like the prophecy was about something very soon in the future. It's like, hey, we're having a drought. We should build the temple. We start building it. Cool, things are better now.
Mhm.
Right.
As opposed to, so then also you're going to get captured, and 70 years from now, your grandchildren
maybe something good will happen.
maybe if they play their cards right.
Does that imply that the people who might have remembered said temple that he was talking about before would have been like super old, super duper?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe no one alive actually remembered the temple, so maybe he's just talking out of his ass.
Yeah,
You mean Yahweh? Dedeker.
yeah, blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
No, more of, I don't know, maybe Haggai
know.
claiming like he remembers what the temple looked like. Although I guess it's the kind of thing where your great-grandfather would have told you all about it, all about the golden bulls and the ocean and the bowl and like the pomegranates and peacocks and like all the stuff and all the porches. So
But you weren't there, Dedeker.
I wasn't there.
You weren't there.
That's true.
You weren't there.
Yeah.
I mean, once upon a time, people were living to like 900 and stuff. So
Right, way back. It's been a while since
that happened.
those days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to the book of Psalms, and we are starting book 5. So Psalms is split into 5 books,
Oh,
and we're starting the last one.
Did you tell us this before?
Yeah, we talked about this before, that it was coming up, and it's here now. We're starting the final book of the book of Psalms.
The final book. Wow.
that's
Cool.
exciting.
Yeah, the 5th and final book of the book of Psalms. But before we do that, we're going to take a quick break to talk about how you can support this show if it's something that brings you joy and maybe education or something like that. The best thing that you can
We're
do
so
is
educational.
is to tell your friends, come hang out at the live show or listen to the podcast. We really love having more people involved in this show. If you want to check it out live at drunkbiblestudy.com/live, you can get all of the information about that to catch our live shows. We have a very exciting marathon event coming up in a couple weeks. So definitely go check that out on drunkbiblestudy.com/live. And if this show is something that you get joy out of and you want to give back to the show, the best way you can do that is by contributing to us on Patreon. At patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. You can become a parishioner there. And as a thank you, we have things like Emily's drink recipes along with pictures, early releases of episodes, personal toasts on the show, and our undying affection. We would love it so much if you could support us there.
I also love Samantha in the chat is giving some really good recommendations for spreading the word, such as yell about it out your kitchen window. If you have a bathroom fan, yell up that about
That's
DBS.
good. Yeah.
Really make friends with your
To your
neighbors.
upstairs neighbor, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we did want to say that we've had a Facebook group for a while called Drunk Bible Study Fans and Fellowship, but we also now have a Discord server for Drunk Bible Study that you can get to by going to discord.drunkbiblestudy.com or drunkbiblestudy.com/discord. Either side, it's amazing.
Mhm.
But go check that out. Join us there, and we'd love to have you join in the chat. And we're back, and it is time for... And now it's time for Silly Psalms with DBS, the part of the show where DBS comes out and reads some psalms. Book 5 of Psalms, Psalm 107. Give thanks to Yahweh, for he is good.
Yeah.
For his loving kindness endures forever. Let the redeemed by Yahweh say so, whom he has redeemed from the hands of the adversary, and gathered out of the lands, from the east and from the west, and from the north and from the south. They wandered in the wilderness in a desert way.
Kind of dry, parched, sandy, dusty, scorpion-y sort of way.
Definitely. That kind of way. That's how they were wandering. They found no city to live in, hungry and thirsty. Their soul fainted in them.
Mm.
Then they cried to Yahweh in their trouble, and he delivered them out of their distress.
Did he?
He led them also by a straight way, that they may go to a city to live in. Let them praise Yahweh for his loving kindness and for his wonderful deeds to the children of men.
Good movie.
Yes, it was a good movie. For he satisfies the longing soul. He fills the hungry soul with good. Not food.
I do feel like all of these
Good.
Psalms are just like post-orgasmic David, just basking in the afterglow.
Is this David, though? Because it sounds exactly like something David would say.
It sounds like David.
It's gotta be David. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. David all the way.
Yeah. Some sat in the darkness and in the shadow of death, being bound in affliction and iron. Really, bound in affliction and iron. So they're afflicted and also literally in chains.
Really.
Yeah.
But really, though.
For sure. Yeah.
Because they rebelled against the words of God and condemned the counsel of the Most High. Therefore, he brought down their heart with labor. They fell down, and there was no one to help.
Aw.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Oh.
Boy, there's a reference that's just going to go over a lot of the audience's head right there.
Yeah.
Then they cried to Yahweh in their trouble, and he saved them out of their distresses. He brought them out of the darkness and the shadow of death and broke away their chains. Let them praise Yahweh for his loving kindness and for his wonderful deeds to the children of men.
Back to the Children of Men. Okay,
Yeah.
I think we gotta add Clive Owen to the cast list.
Yeah, now I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
watch that movie again. So good.
Yeah.
It's also very accurate to what's happening in the world.
Yeah, like Emily, you really want to add some more like depression
No, I don't.
into the world?
Nope.
Okay.
But it's a good movie.
But I will add the delight that is Clive Owen to our cast list. We'll find a place for him.
Really good looking man.
Yeah. he is.
Yeah. I love it. Okay, so I like too that this one feels like a song. It's like we actually have a chorus that we're coming back to. And so this whole like praise Yahweh for his loving
Children
kindness
of men.
and his wonderful deeds to the children of men. Yeah, exactly.
You should
Okay.
make a song about it, Jace.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay.
Watch. We're going to turn you into a youth pastor. We are.
Yeah, like you said, you're going to be the next Hillsong.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I do need
do it.
Yeah, okay. All right. Fools are afflicted because of their disobedience and because of their iniquities. Their soul abhors all kinds of food. They're such picky eaters.
I mean,
They draw near
maybe they're vegan.
to the gates of death. Then they cry to Yahweh in their trouble. He saves them out of their distresses. He sends his word and heals them and delivers them from their graves. Let them praise Yahweh for his loving kindness, for his wonderful deeds to the children of men.
Oh,
This is where people standing up and clapping, you know, they're like,
Yeah, really. This is.
yeah,
you need to make a song.
Kindness. Yeah, okay. Let them offer the sacrifices of thanksgiving and declare his deeds with singing. Those who go down to the sea in ships, that's cool, who do business in great waters.
They do business in the waters.
Yeah,
Wow.
do the business in the great waters. These see Yahweh's deeds and his wonders in the deep. For he commands and raises the stormy wind, which lifts up its waves. You know, this is cool because we've talked about this a while back, but the deity Yahweh from like originally in the Babylonian pantheon that he potentially came from, he was the ocean god. He was like a Poseidon type of character.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
And he was a fertility god. So, you know, doing the
the
deeds,
business.
doing the
Doing
business
In the ocean.
in the ocean.
What?
It fits.
On
It
brand.
fits. Yeah.
He's a merman.
For he commands and raises the stormy wind, which lifts up its waves. They mount up to the sky, they go down again to the depths. Their soul melts away because of trouble. They reel back and forth and stagger like a drunken man, and are at their wits' end. Then they cry to Yahweh in their trouble, and he brings them out of their distress. He makes the storm a calm, so that its waves are still. Then they're glad because it's calm. So he brings them to their desired haven. Let them praise Yahweh for his loving kindness, for his wonderful deeds to the children of men. You know, something like that. I'll keep working on it. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
Let them exalt him also in the assembly of the people, and praise him in the seat of the elders. He turns rivers into a desert, water springs into a thirsty ground, and a fruitful land into a salt waste, for the wickedness of those who dwell in it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He turns the desert into a pool of water and a dry land into water springs.
I mean, that sounds good.
Just whatever you think it is, it's the opposite. There he makes the hungry live, that they may prepare a city to live in. Sow plants, plant vineyards, and reap the fruits of increase. He blesses them also, so that they are multiplied greatly. He doesn't allow their livestock to decrease. Again, they are diminished and bowed down through oppression, trouble, and sorrow. He pours contempt on princes and causes them to wander in a trackless waste. Yet he lifts the needy out of their affliction and increases their families like a flock. The upright will see it and be glad. All the wicked will shut their mouths. Whoever is wise will pay attention. Shut your mouth when I'm talking to you. Whoever is wise will pay attention to these things. They will consider the loving kindness of Yahweh.
Wow, that was a good one.
That's the end of that song. Yeah.
That was
a good one. I loved that.
Quite a song.
Missed David, our boy. Okay.
I'm assuming it was David.
All right. We're going to do another one. Psalm 108, a song, a psalm by David. Okay, confirmed.
Oh, that was David.
My heart is steadfast, God. I will sing and I will make music with my soul. Wake up, harp and lyre. Just slapping them away.
Wake up!
I'm imagining like a Beauty and the Beast situation where they're all anthropomorphic, Yeah.
I will wake up the dawn. I will give thanks to you, Yahweh, among the nations. I will sing praises to you among the peoples. For your loving kindness is great above the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the skies. Be exalted, God, above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth, that your beloved may be delivered. Save with your right hand and answer us. God has spoken from his sanctuary. In triumph, I will divide Shechem and measure out the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine. Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is my helmet. Judah is...
Wait, are these like making up some sort of armor set for him?
Hold on. Hold on. It keeps going. So Ephraim also is my helmet. Judah is my scepter.
Okay, cool.
Moab is my washpot.
Excuse me? That's what he thinks about Moab. Jeez.
Boy.
I will toss my sandal on Edom.
So Edom's like a welcome mat or maybe a shoe tree or something.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Love it.
I will shout over Philistia.
Oh.
End quote.
Wait, okay, hold on. Can we just... Sorry, I have to back up because this is amazing.
Okay, I would love to finish this psalm, and then I would love to hear the Message translation of this psalm. I would love to know what Eugene has to say about this. So let me bring this one home.
Oh, okay.
Who will bring me into the fortified city? Who has led me to Edom? Haven't you rejected us, God? You don't go out, God, with our armies. Give us help against the enemy, for the help of man is vain. Though God, we will do valiantly, for it is he who will tread down our enemies.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Okay, yeah, what's Eugene got to say?
Probably much.
Okay, all right. So, verse 7, Eugene says, that's when God spoke in holy splendor, brimming over with joy, I make a present of Shechem. I hand out Succoth Valley as a gift. Gilead's in my pocket. To say nothing of Manasseh.
With the meat.
Holy meat.
Yeah.
To say nothing of Manasseh. Ephraim's my hard hat.
Oh, he's a construction worker. It's like the YMCA.
Judah my hammer. He's a construction worker. Yeah.
Oh wow, he's
Ephraim's
Bob the
my hard
Builder.
hat. He's Bob the.
He is. It's
perfect.
Wow! It all comes back around again.
Wow. It works in mysterious ways, you know?
God, quiet.
So Ephraim's my hard hat. Judah's my hammer. Moab's a scrub bucket.
A scrub bucket.
A scrub bucket. I mop the floor with Moab.
Okay.
Oh, does it say that? I mop the floor with Moab?
Yes.
Of course.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
I mop the floor with Moab. Spit on Edom. Rain fireworks all over Philistia.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is like The Rock doing his pump-up speech, calling everybody a candy ass and saying what he's going to do. He's going to mop the floor with you and he spit on you and shoot fireworks in your eye or whatever.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Amazing. This is a great episode.
This is good.
Haggai and then getting back to some David, old school David. It's good.
We
it's
love
good
you,
shit.
David.
This is great.
Yeah.
David is the gift that keeps on giving.
He
He's
really
beautiful.
is. That's how Yahweh felt too. No wonder.
Yeah, that's true.
Clearly. I bet he was much grumpier when David was gone, but that's all right.
I mean, it does seem that way. That's kind of when he started really being mad at everybody.
Yeah.
So he's just mourning, sad for David being gone.
I never got over it. That's sad.
Yeah, I get it.
Well,
okay. Well, we got to prepare our hearts for a quiz on all this.
That's okay. We'll be fine. It'll be like, and what? These are the different things that...
They'll be like, what was in somebody's pocket?
Yeah.
They'll be like, meat.
Exactly. This isn't a pocket, and this is something that you have to remember about having in the temple or whatever. It'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty, everyone. Let's do this. Thank you for joining us for Bible study today. If you want to join the audience in our live stream shows, follow us on Twitch at Drunk Bible Study or go to drunkbiblestudy.com/live. If you want even more Drunk Bible Study, including early releases, cocktail recipes, personal toasts on the show, and more, become one of our patrons at patreon.com/Drunk Bible Study. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and then write us a nice review on iTunes, letting other people know what you like about it. You can also join fellow listeners in the Drunk Bible Study Fans and Fellowship Facebook group. Follow us on Twitter
or the
at
Discord.
Oh, that too. Or the Discord. We have a new Discord. Find us on Twitter at Drunk Bible Cast, on Instagram at Drunk Bible Study, or send us an email to info@drunkbiblestudy.com. Drunk Bible Study is created and produced by Jason Lindgren, Dedeker Winston, and me, Emily Matlack. Our theme song is Book Club by Josh and Anand from their album Home of the. For more information, visit us at drunkbiblestudy.com.
I made a memory about your dad. He's in a book club. Whoa. He's got a history of skimming past all the pages of ageless confessional